Happy New Year, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to another Purchase Pickups. I hope you all enjoyed my previous garbage games. It's not very often that I find garbage games these days, or very often, I guess I could say. That kind of revenue is kind of, this time of year is tough. You know, a lot of snow here in Canada, so hard to find things. Things don't stick around, and if I do find them, tend to be kind of, water damage, that kind of thing. But I do what I can, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you guys don't know what garbage games are, I find games in the garbage and I show them to you. They're not games that are actually garbage, but they're from the garbage. You'll figure it out. I trust you. This is not garbage games. This is purchase pickups. So this is stuff that I've actually paid money for. A lot of the stuff is funded by stuff that I sell from the garbage, but still stuff that I paid for. So I don't, the series numbering is mixed up, but we make it work, right? So, all right. I got some cool stuff this time, actually, and a couple of, what should I say, grails off the list. I think two grails off the list that I really wanted. That's a nice little surprise coming up. I'm going to start with some 3D Blu-Rays. You guys know I love my 3D Blu-Rays. I have a 3D TV, I've got PSVR, I actually have two 3D TVs, and of course I need a way to watch them, and I need formats to watch them. There are other ways to do it, but I like 3D Blu-ray collecting. It's a nice little hobby for me. So first up was a bit of a mistake on my part. I got Monsters vs. Aliens 3D Blu-ray, of course. You can see the price on there, $5. I bought this because I knew I had this movie. But if you look at the bottom there, it says for promotional use only. I like these promo use Blu-rays in general. I think they're kind of interesting. Yeah, not for retail releases. So this is sealed aside from a little tear there on the back. But I knew I had this movie already, but I didn't think I had this version of it, so I just grabbed it anyway for $5. Turns out I already have this exact version. I already have the promo copy. So it's not too often that I buy a 3D Blu-ray by mistake. This is probably the first time it's happened. But either way, I already got it. So I got to find a home for that. And then I also got, not a mistake, and also not one I already had, Megamind 3D. And if you look at the bottom of that one, also for promotional use only, not for retail. So those are cool. They have all like the ratings on them because they're probably sent to every single region. This one's brought to you by Samsung, so I don't know what this one's brought to you by. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. Those are cool. That's it for 3D Blu-rays. That's all I found. Pickings are getting kind of slim out there, but we'll see how it goes. Went to a Value Village. This Value Village is up and down. I can never seem to catch them slipping that often anymore. They used to put a whole bunch of games out, and last time I was there, they had like a whole shelf full of Wii games. All of it was pretty trash, but this time I went and they had this one up. It was for, I think it was $5. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. It's Monster Hunter 3 Try. I think this got ported to Wii U. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I think. Maybe it's 4 Ultimate. I can't remember. Or 3DS Ultimate. Who knows? I'm not a Monster Hunter fan. I bought this to try to flip. Unfortunately, $5 is cutting it slim. I'm hoping to get 10 out of it. I didn't have the greatest internet connection in that store, so I just kind of took a chance on it. And I may have made a mistake on that one, but we shall see. And then I also, in that same Value Village, I found Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for $8. PS4 games. For some reason, PS4 games are, even though they're like, this is an old one at this point, they just see PS4 games new. They think they're brand new, right? So they mark them up a little bit higher. Normally, I wouldn't pay $8 for it, but I'm trying to complete the Call of Duty series, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. But we'll see what happens with it. $8 isn't too bad. Eventually, one day, I'd probably find that for like $5, maybe. But it's under 10, so I can't complain that much. Here is one. All right, here's one of my grails. This is probably, it could be one of the best games in this video. I'll put that out there. This is a game I've been watching for forever. I finally found an accessory for it not that long ago. Maybe, I think it was early this year actually. I have to dig through my videos. Maybe you'll see a card somewhere where I link to it, but don't cross your fingers. Don't hold your breath. But the game for this is very, very expensive, and I could not find it. I've seen it listed in bundles, and I've tried to buy it separately, and I was just like, oh yeah, we want like $100 for that, $150. I was like, I'm not paying that. And I was scrolling through Facebook one time, and I saw the ad, and I saw the corner of this game in the ad with a bunch of other games. I clicked on it, and it was there, and it was advertised for $10. So I immediately just jumped on it. I think the ad had been up for a while too, so I don't think it was, I can't remember if it was even spelled correctly. I don't really know. I just saw the picture, and that's why I got it. And I went and picked it up right after work. They emailed me back right away and said yes, it's still available. So I ran over there and grabbed it for $10, and that is Rock Band 4. I know it's a huge build up for a Rock Band game, but look up the values on this and you'll see what I mean. I found the guitar for this for a PS4. The guitar alone is going for like 150, $200. So the game on top of it, another, I don't know, 80 to 100 at this point. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I played it. I don't know if I've gotten the gist of it yet. It doesn't feel as responsive as the other Rock Bands that I've played, but I've had to play with the timing and the syncing and stuff with that, so it's a little bit annoying. But anyways, it is fun though. Once I get to it, I have to obviously unlock more tracks. I've just been playing like the default ones that they let you play. But yeah, one day. And this was obviously part of a set because it has the not for resale. That seems to be my tagline this time, not for resale. All right, getting to some more common stuff here. This has become a new obsession for me, guys, which is nice because it's cheap and no one wants it. But ever since I did the charity stream a while ago where my friend Derek and I played light gun games, I've been looking for light gun games to play, especially on PS3. The PS3 Move controller works really, really well. So I've been keeping my eye out for Move games. That's been going with it. So Derek actually brought this one that we were going to try to play on stream. It didn't actually happen, but when we were testing it out, it was actually kind of fun. So when I saw it for $5, I grabbed it, and that is Start the Party. It's just kind of like a mini game compilation, but again, with the Move controller being so accurate, it's actually kind of fun. Like, you're doing haircuts on people and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool. Now the interesting thing about this is that the Canadian version has a misprint on the back where the descriptions of the games are reversed. So you can see this is kind of like a haircut one, and the description for this game is on this panel, and this is like you're like brushing a crocodile's teeth, and that description is on this panel, and it's only the Canadian version does that, as far as I can realize, as far as my very limited research has been done. If you have this in America, in the US, I think the descriptions are correct, but for some reason in Canada, it's a misprint. So go out and buy this copy now before people realize that it's expensive. Get it now while it's cheap. And then with that, I also bought The Fight Lights Out. I haven't heard great things about this game, but again, I'm very curious with the Move controllers how it's going to work. Kind of like this is like Wii boxing on steroids. I mean, Wii boxing is, let's be honest, it's pretty terrible. It's not accurate at all. So this might actually be kind of sweet. And it's got Danny Trejo on the back. Like, come on. Who doesn't like Danny Trejo? All right. More Value Village pickups. This is a lot of Value Village stuff, actually. This was a pickup out in another city. This game used to be going for almost $100. Now it's going for like 30 or 40. Microsoft's Flight Simulator Gold Edition, or Flight Simulator X Gold Edition. Yeah, like I used to be able to flip this for 100 easy, but now it's like 30, 40 maybe. Picked it up for $7. It's all included. What's most important about this is that it has the serial key inside. That's what you need, as well as 3 discs if you find it. And then with that, I was actually just looking up this game the night before. I was looking for cheap Wii U games, and I was like, oh, this game is kind of dumb. That should be cheap by now. It's not. It's like $20. So I didn't want to spend that on it. But thankfully, I found it the next day, which is, I mean, Who would have thunk that? Just Dance 2018. Who knows? I think my kids might be getting into Just Dance. We've been watching Just Dance on TV so they can dance along with music and stuff. So maybe I'll bring them down and actually put a game on for them to play. Maybe we're getting to that point. Anyways, also $7 for that. But again, anything under $10 for a Wii U game, I think is a good deal. Me personally. And this also goes towards my complete Wii U set, which I'm slowly getting there. I'm making more progress on my Wii U set than my Game Gear set at this point. So, and then this one popped up this past week for $5, so I grabbed it as well. It is Marvel Avengers Battle for Earth. This is a fighting game on the Wii. This is probably the definitive version of the game. This also came out on Xbox, but it was a Kinect game, so you had to like dodge and weave and stuff like that. So it's like the Move plus Wii, but worse. This one, I call it definitive, but it's not that much better because you're picking your attacks with the stylus, and then you've got to draw out the attack with the stylus. You never have to look at the TV at all. You just play on your gamepad, which makes it kind of pointless. But anyways, it's a game and it exists, and it was $5, and it goes towards the set. That was a lot of an explanation for very little payoff. I mean, you're watching this, so you know what to expect. All right. These next 4 games I bought purely because of the condition they were in, and you'll see that in a second. And also, some of these, I firmly believe that some of these games will be hard to find purely because, A, they probably didn't sell very well because of what they are, and they're probably not sold very well in this condition because people who bought them probably played them. But clearly they didn't with these ones. Madagascar Ii Escaped from Africa. For $6. These are all $6, but these are all factory sealed. So grab them while you can. I mean, you see sealed game these days, you just gotta grab it, right? So, like I said, these Disney games are getting expensive and hard to find, and like kids tie-in games, that kind of stuff, also hard to find. You'd think they'd have sold 1 million of these, but who knows. So that's one. Another one, Monsters vs. Aliens, showing up for a second time this video. The game version, again, probably not very great, but factory sealed for $6. So you know I'm on that. And the one that I'm actually really interested in, but I'm not going to keep or play probably, Blood Drive, which is like a zombie, like almost like a Carmageddon type of thing. Twisted Metal with zombies, that kind of thing. $6 on that one as well. Factory sealed, all that goodness. Yeah, I was looking for this game not sealed, but obviously it's sealed. I'm not going to keep it. And then La Creme de la Creme here. I mean, we've already seen this game once. Can you guys guess what it is? Take a second. Just Dance 2018, but for Wii. It showed up again. Also for $6. It's hard to see there, but yeah, you can kind of see it. They don't put like a seal across the case like the other versions, or like Xbox does, but it is factory sealed. This game is going for like almost $80. So for a $6 investment, totally worth it. That was nice. And then one last Value Village pickup here was a Nintendo Power magazine. This thing got beat to crap. It's the Nintendo Power, the Donkey Kong 64 cover. This thing is all sorts of tore up. I need to take some Scotch tape to this thing, and flatten it out and tape it up and make it looking better. Normally I wouldn't buy them in this condition, but it was only $1. So I mean, why wouldn't you grab it at that point? So who cares what the cover looks like? Just rip it off, am I right? All right, and the last 2 games here. I bought myself a Christmas gift. I gave it to my wife to give to me for Christmas, and she's just like, why would I bother wrapping this? Just take it. So I was like, all right. So I bought it for myself on Amazon. It was on sale, so I grabbed it before it went out. Not that I think it would. I don't think it's going to be hard to come by, but it is the Odd World Collection for Nintendo Switch. I believe this is also available for PS4, but I grabbed it for Switch because I kind of want to move it on the go if I want to go somewhere. Now, the reason I got this It was on sale for $45, down from like $60. The reason I grabbed it is because I have all these other games already, namely Munch's Odyssey on Xbox, Stranger's Wrath on Xbox. I also have this the HD version on Vita, so that's there. But most importantly, I have the limited run, new and tasty Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, which is the same version that's on here. So this is Abe's Odyssey, Oddworld New and Tasty, Munch's Odyssey, which is probably that same one, and also Stranger's Wrath HD, which is the Vita version. All three on the cart, no downloads. They when you put it in, it pops up as 3 separate games. So yeah, it's all in the cart. This game is going for 200 plus right now. So by buying this one for 45 and selling this one and the other two, I mean, I'm making money at this point. So, I mean, that's my reasoning. Sell these off. I have the whole collection. I'm kind of done with having like super expensive games in my collection. I think I'm just gonna like, as long as I have the game somehow, I'm probably just gonna take it. Digital, I'm still kind of, I'm moving more towards digital games, but it's still a hurdle for me to get over. But we'll see how it goes. And then the last game here is when I asked for Christmas. My mom sent me a text. She's just like, "Hey, you haven't given me what you wanted for Christmas or sent me a list. She's like, pick a game that you want. It'll make up for all the games I haven't bought you in the past couple of years." Even though, I mean, I think she did buy me a game last year anyway. So I was just like, you know what? Here's the game that I want. I actually found a used copy. I sent her the GameStop listing. I'm like, get me this used copy. It's cheaper. You don't have to like spend an extra $15 on it, so I can take cellophane off. Like, I don't care. And of course, my mom, being my mom, didn't listen to anything that I did, or didn't listen to anything that I told her to do. She went on Amazon and bought me a sealed copy of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which is cool. It is the European version or the UK version, but I don't really care. I mean, it's Zelda, it's complete. I'm gonna play it. So yeah, Skyward Sword HD. I have this on Wii. I've had a friend play this recently on stream, and even he was saying Wii controls not so good. So I'm kind of happy that I got the HD version to play. We'll see how it goes. Plus, again, portable, right? Like, it's the best thing ever. That's it. That's my purchase pickups. My first purchase pickups video of 2022. Feels weird to say that. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment down below. I would love to hear from you people. Please, please, please. I'm so lonely. I want to talk to people. I know sometimes I'm bad at responding, but I do get there eventually. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.